Welcome home, nephews. Gentlemen, welcome to Swipe Smarter. If you're here tonight, it's because you're done wasting time, you're done getting played, you're done repeating the same mistakes that have cost you your peace, and some of you even your confidence. Look, we get it. We understand that some of you are brand new to dating. Some of you have just crawled out of a long relationship. And we also understand some of you are rebuilding after heartbreak. Doesn't matter. Tonight, you're stepping into a room with two men who aren't here to sugarcoat a damn thing. We're here to tell you the truth about modern dating. The truth most men feel every day, but don't have the words for. Nephews, tonight we're going to break down profiles. We're going to expose some red flags. We're going to show you where you've been choosing from weakness instead of strength. And we're going to hand you the tools to move like men with value, not a man begging for attention. This isn't entertainment. This is a roadmap for every nephew in the trenches. You came here for clarity. You came here for direction. You came here because you're tired of losing. Good, because tonight you're learning how to win. My name is William, and welcome to Swipe Smarter. Johnny, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself before we get going tonight?
So I am Johnny Dumbbell. I am a personal trainer and life coach out here in beautiful Pittsburgh, where unfortunately across town right now it is not a beautiful situation. The Pens are down 4-1 to the Habs. This is an ugly game. However, the weather isn't any better. I got to be honest with you. The weather's even worse. It's been 21 degrees all week long. It was a little bit warmer today. I am not cut out for cold weather. Look, I know I'm good at performing in cold weather athletically. I can run a 5K in under half an hour. That doesn't mean I enjoy it. I'm ready for summer, Bill. I don't know about you, man. I'm ready for summer.
Johnny,
I'm comfortable being uncomfortable, man, but this kind of cold as crap.
Johnny, I'm ready for us to get to work. You ready to give the nephews a game tonight?
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get going, sir. All right, Johnny. Can you see my screen, sir?
I do.
All right. First up, we got Julia. About Julia, she says, weird, but like in a good way. Please be funny and have your shit mildly together. Get to know me. ESFP-T. Drink socially.
I don't understand the world of acronyms anymore.
All right. ESFPT. Okay, let me see here. Hold on, Johnny. I'll give you an answer for that. All right. This is a personality type. ESFP means the performer, turbulent, means emotionally reactive, inconsistent, and validation driven. This is somebody who chases excitement, not stability, always interested in new men, new experiences, new highs. If she's bored, she's gone. She is led by emotions in the moment, not by logic and not long-term thinking.
Yeah, I mean, and there's nothing. Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with experiencing life, especially at a young age, flying by the seat of your pants. You know, I did it, and it was some of the best and worst decisions of my life. But that's just it. That level of hot and cold, that level of free spiritedness it's a lot of fun. It's great. Not something I would be looking for in a committed relationship. But hey, not everybody's on Bumble for a committed relationship, so that could be, what we're looking at here.
Okay, the E is extroverted, the S is sensing, the F means feeling, the P is perceiving, and the T means turbulent. So ESFPT is extroverted, sensing, feeling, perceiving, turbulent.
See, it's better than what I thought it was. I thought it was everyone's sick from pneumonia. So, I don't know.
Well, hey, Johnny, I had to look this up.
That was a rough one, yeah.
Something. I don't run into personality types in the real world, but I understand that women need a way to filter out men nowadays. So whatever Julia's into, I don't really have an issue with it.
Yeah, I mean, we're Generation X, so I'm starting to feel like we got to make like a cheat sheet of these acronyms. That was the wild one.
Well, no, I think we need to get rid of them altogether because they don't apply to us, Johnny. But we're
No,
not
I
here to
mean,
talk about us and our greatness tonight. We're here to serve the nephews with humility. So let's keep breaking down this profile for them. Yeah, even though, look, hey, I'm the one swiping tonight. This is Swipe Smarter. Shout out to us. Johnny Dumbbell challenges me every week, nephews, to find not one, not two, but three lovely ladies with solid profiles that we can find some compatibility with. And, we also like to point out good profiles to you every single time we come across them to show you what you should be looking for on your own Bumbles, on your own Hinges, on your own Tinders, stuff like that. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. We'd love to know about them.
As a trainer, though, I am all about hitting personal bests, and I think our personal best is 6 in 1 hour, isn't it?
Oh, I think you are correct, sir.
Yeah. So that's a tough one. That's a steep hill to climb, but it's been climbed.
All right, give me 1 second here, Johnny. Apologize for that. All right, let's keep going here.
By the way, in the comments while we're looking for this, if you guys have had any kind of extraordinary experience, be it good, bad, or just peculiar, when it comes to online dating, drop it in the comments. We'd love to read about it.
I gotta say, I think she's kind of attractive, Johnny, with the little glasses, the long hair over her shoulder, the little nose piercing.
The inner side boob does it for me, yeah.
So she's kind of cute. Says she's active. We'll see.
Glasses, yeah.
She drinks socially. That's kind of gonna tell me maybe how I might want to get at her. Let's finish the profile though. All right, 2 truths and a lie. I have curse words tattooed somewhere.
Bless that bitch.
I got banned from Tinder.
Bless that bitch.
I'm fluent in ASL.
I'm going to go ahead and say the ASL is probably the lie, because if one of those other 2 things is true of you, you've probably done the other.
Well said, Johnny.
And plus, I'm really hoping that's true, because I'm if you do match with her, I'm gonna need the backstory for that one somehow.
Yeah, you guys always want the backstory on the back shots, but
I'll take the boob story. I don't care either way. I just I want to know how she got banned from Tinder.
You know what I'm saying? Well, let's move on.
Yeah.
Curse words tattooed on her. Johnny, what am I always telling the nephews? That women that have any words tattooed on them are typically really good communicators. So I don't know. I might have to. We'll see.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to read between the lines based on what those words might be. But yeah, maybe.
Okay, I get way too excited.
Just listen, when she communicates crazy, pay attention.
Bruh.
We see this with all these women's profiles, Johnny. They get way too excited about traveling. I get it. They like to go new places, have new experiences, and try new things. All right. After work, you can find me at the gym.
All right, let's see where we're at. We're doing good there.
Shout out to her. I like the little hand tattoo also. All right, bro. All right, chat. What do y'all think? I'm thinking I'm going to swipe right on this one. I'm feeling her. She's kind of cute. She's kind of tatted. 31. Tell me, chat, what y'all think of Julia?
Got some curves, yeah.
What do you think, Johnny? We do this every week. You think I'd be compatible with somebody like this?
I think so. I think it's definitely worth a right swipe, and maybe even a couple of messages, God willing.
Okay. Well, ESFP they need people, they need attention, they need activity. And if you're not going to feed their social meter, she's going to find a man who is.
Well, then
This might be,
SSR. I think you
well,
should swipe right.
Johnny, this might be a woman who's fun, but I don't know if she's built for the calm structure and long-term reliability and emotional discipline that is me. Now,
I mean,
look,
if she's
all right, here's the thing. She's excited me enough where I'm gonna swipe right. Shout out to Shannon Scott. Shannon says right. Mini Mom says right. All right, ladies, we're gonna go right tonight. That's one, Uncle Johnny.
I really want to follow up on how she got banned from Tinder, though.
All right. Look, if I match with her, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we need to hear it.
All right, give me a second here. Let me preview our next profile. All right.
Ladies, when you're on online dating, and what about a guy's profile gives you the ick? Drop in the comments.
Oh, 1 second, Johnny.
Also, Batman versus Darth Vader, who wins?
You really like to have these hypothetical battles, don't you?
Oh God, these are great. There's an actual channel on YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it. It's called Monumental. He puts matchups like that all the time, and I gotta tell you, I've been nerding out over this stuff. I can't get enough of it. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah. There was what was the one? Magneto versus Darth Vader was a hell of a fight. It was pretty cool.
All right. What did I? All right. I don't understand. Like, do they? All right. We'll talk about that off camera. But next up, Johnny. Tonight we got Kayla. She's 26. It says college and nursing.
Bless that bitch.
All right. First thing, Johnny, there is no bio.
The nurse thing had her sounding so promising.
I know. That's what I was thinking too. Nurse?
Lame sauce. That's an IV of lame.
I love dating nurses. Can we tell him, Johnny? Should I tell him or you want to tell him? You know what? I'll go.
I mean, look.
Nephews, nurses, you are always, and I mean always, going to have some fun with the nurses. Now, it is a secret. They don't like people to know, but I'm telling you, you will have fun with her if she's a nurse. Shout out to the nurses.
Man.
All right. Now, Johnny, Kayla here is looking for something
Traveling
casual.
nurses are fun.
Oh, Johnny, hey. Traveling nurses.
I've heard.
Do we want to talk about this, or do we want to save this conversation for when we get a traveling nurse tonight?
I think when we get a traveling nurse tonight, we're going to have a conversation about that one.
Okay, we'll give the nephews the game if and when a traveling nurse pops up on our screen.
Listen, guys, that could be a painful or a very, very joyful experience. That's really on you.
Shout out to Mini Mom. All right. The woman's looking for some casual, drinks frequently. Now, Kayla says here, my perfect first date is you take the lead to plan the dates out with flowers and great conversations.
My God. On the first date?
Nephew, if you show up with flowers for a woman on the first date or two, that's some real sucker shit. That's like boyfriend energy. That's something you do for a woman that's been consistent with you for many months.
Yeah,
If
somebody you
you're doing it for
successfully vetted. Yes.
if you're doing it for any other reason, you're probably doing it to get on her good side, and you're probably doing that to get in her pants, and she knows that. So you
And if
showing
you're
up
willing to
with
do that,
flowers, even if you have the purest of intentions, it is still going to give off thirsty energy because she knows she hasn't done anything to earn flowers yet. So don't listen to her. Is Johnny, we see this all the time. Women try to throw us guys off the scent. They don't
yeah,
really
I mean,
want us to know how to pull them. In fact, what they really want is to learn how to categorize us
yeah,
because
understand, guys.
some of us can't be manipulated.
Yeah, I mean, flowers are a show of appreciation for, her part of what she's put into whatever relationship you built to that point. It is not a preemptive offering to the great goddess Pussalaya because you want to try to, get in there and earn her favor. Okay, flowers aren't meant to earn favor. Flowers are meant to show appreciation for the fact that she has been whatever she has been to that point. But first date, nah, come on, man. That's the kind of thing where in modern dating, look, I know it sounds romantic. I know it sounds wonderful. I know it sounds, whatever. But understand that that is not the procedure these days. Now it's going to have to be you've got to vet these ladies in your life that you're meeting because you're not going to go spend 30, 40, 50 bucks on a bouquet of flowers on a woman that you are, first of all, haven't even met at the time of purchase. You haven't met this person in person. You haven't met this woman in person. Look, that is way over the top. That is really putting her up on a pedestal. And remember what we say about that. I'm not saying she necessarily doesn't have a high opinion of herself, but what she is going to think is this guy is ready to put me on a pedestal knowing very little to nothing about me. What else can I get him to do? And not that, most women would do that. I don't know. But what I'm saying is you're basically putting down a deposit on a rental you might not even get to take home.
All right, Johnny, let's keep going here. Um, Great conversation. I think all women want that. And
I would hope so.
so,
I've never
so
met a woman who asked for
at
bad
20
conversation.
at 26, she's probably just slightly misguided. Flowers may be her way. If she wants somebody who's romantic, uh, I like to take the lead to plan dates because that's what we teach the nephews to do anyway. And great conversations. Now, we talk about this too because you shouldn't be interviewing a woman while you're out on a date with her.
Gee, no.
What I like to do is talk about me. Imagine that. I take one of these me pills, nephew, and I have these really great conversations that I lead with women, and I talk about what I got going on in my life. And this amazing thing happens where they start sharing details about their lives because they're enjoying the conversations that we're having. So I don't have to ask them questions about their life. They're sharing details on their own. So great conversation comes with knowing yourself, knowing who you are and what you like, and also knowing how to lead a conversation. Because look, Johnny, how many times have you been out with a woman who likes to talk?
It would be easier for me to tell you how many times I wasn't.
Right. And if we let these women talk all night about stuff, they could go on for hours and hours.
It
Now,
could.
what this could lead to, if you're not careful, nephews, we'll see this in somebody's profiles tonight. Women talk about how they're into deep chats, but a caution against this because if you are a solid man, they're going to use these deep chats to sniff out your weaknesses. And you could go from a situation to where you have a woman that's highly interested in you, and you're gonna completely turn her off with the things
It
that
doesn't
your
take long.
words are going to expose about yourself.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how many times I talked myself right out of a hookup, right out of a date, right out of whatever potential situation, especially when I was younger, because, it's not just that you talk too much, it's that she asked too much and you answered it. You laid all the cards out on the table, and now she knows not only what all 52 cards in that deck are, but which ones are where. There's nothing more for her to there's no more challenge for her to respond to. There's no more intrigue. There's no more, something to attain. You just pretty much handed it to her. And because you believe in transparency and you believe in forthcomingness. And listen, I'm not saying that's a bad quality to have when you're interviewing for a job, when you're trying to, interview somebody else for a job that you're hiring. But this is not that. This is not commerce. This is not business. This is personal relationships. And there are two, they say there are two times when everything and anything is fair. That's love and war. And if you think about it, they're two opposite methods to two very extreme interactions. And I think it's astonishing, if you really think about it, how many similarities there are between those two concepts. It's crazy out there, man.
All right, Johnny. See what else we got here. Win me over by being authentic.
Bless that bitch.
Okay.
Hey, isn't that the sauce, though? Nephews,
It really
you
is.
just don't realize it. And look, we had this with the women that are always in the chat, Johnny, how they just give out so much game and co-sign the things we say. This women is co-signing what we are always talking about on our Monday night show, about being your genuine, authentic self. And this is how you win
Unapologetically
these
so, yeah.
women over. Not like being a cookie cutter mold of everyone else. Being your genuine, authentic self. Hey, I like this woman, bro. Hey, Johnny, she got a brown shirt on.
Uh-oh. Now, see,
Yeah,
that's the fun kind.
No, Johnny, tell everybody what that means if she's a Browns fan.
No, I'm the Pittsburgh fan that everybody's going to get mad at in Ohio if I say it, so you're going to have to say it.
All right, nephews, let me give you a little bit of game right here.
Crybaby Browns fan.
Cleveland Browns fan, that means that she is not going to expect a ring.
Boom.
All right. Now,
At least not soon.
She says, I show I care by being completely understanding in all circumstances, having the ability to listen with no judgment.
Okay, so being understanding in all circumstances, that to me says that you could have the kind of conversation with her where you say, promise you won't get mad, and she can go ahead and promise that before she knows what you're going to say. Because that's what that says to me right there. That just kind of struck me funny. I'm sorry.
We listen and we don't judge, Johnny. That's good communication skills.
That was interpretation, not judgment.
Look, when she's saying this, it can mean best case scenario that she's signaling emotional availability. All right. She wants you to open up so she can feel trusted and chosen. Could mean she's presenting herself as safe compared to women who are reactive, who are critical. It often means, though, she's gathering information, not offering absolution. And Johnny, we see this all the time, how women postpone judgment. So she wants access to your inner world before you've earned hers. So listening, nephews, does not mean loyalty. Not judging in the moment also does not mean not judging later. So just keep it in mind that this is kind of a hidden test. It's like a vetting probe. she's watching. Like, are you guys gonna trauma dump on her? Do you overshare your past failures? Are
Oh
you
God, please
always
don't do that.
talking about your exes? She's gonna snip out your weaknesses? Things like you collapse
And by the
emotion.
way, if you've ever been cheated on, do not tell this woman that you have been cheated on.
Well, Johnny, men failed his test by mistaking it permission to speak for proof of safety, and it's not. The hard truth
It's really
here,
not.
nephews, is that a woman who truly doesn't judge doesn't need to announce it. All right. She shows it through consistency, discretion, and restraint over time. Look,
Yeah. I
anybody
mean,
can listen once. Hey, we're here to even listen once. Very few can hold respect after they listen. So
yeah.
I think if you want to share with a woman, you should share principles, not pain.
Yeah.
Speak about the lessons you've learned, nephews, not wounds still bleeding. And whatever you
Yeah.
do, stay grounded, calm, and measured at all times.
Yeah, it's a lot better to share your attributes than to share your insecurities. And if you have those, maybe you're not ready to get into a relationship situation. But the thing of it is, even if those wounds have healed, it's not something that you go ahead and say, "Oh yeah, I've been cheated on." No, no. This is the kind of thing where, again, they are wired to wonder how this happened. So you've been cheated on. Hmm. Is it because you're not interesting? Is it because it's not? Not saying she'll assume that, but those are going to be questions that will at least arise. You are trying to put the best version of yourself forward, especially when you're first meeting, the first few dates. You know, first of all, you shouldn't be talking about anything serious anyway. You should be keeping it light, keeping it funny. Doing things that induce laughter, doing things that induce contact and closeness and things like that. If that's what the compatibility is bringing, or another way you can have a successful date in which you part ways is that you vetted out that this is not something that's for you. That way you've stopped wasting your time at that point. Hey, that's still a successful date. You learned enough to know to go your separate ways. Or, you made enough of an impression and likewise, the other way around, you made a connection. But either way, I look at either way as a successful date.
All right. When she says ability to listen with no judgment, some of you could hear this as I'm curious who you really are,
Mhm.
but let her earn the deeper layers. Access is built, it's not granted. And that's how you keep respect. All right. You got to keep your frame intact. So if you're really going to do this kind of stuff, the kind of energy you should bring should be something like, I've lived a full life and I have learned a lot. I don't carry bitterness and I handle my business. That kind of stuff, safe to share.
And I
All right.
mean, make no mistake, I've made enough mistakes to know not to judge the mistakes of another. And not only that, but I've made enough mistakes to be here to tell you guys what I've made. The things that I've done and what I could have done differently. Like we always tell you, we screwed up so you don't have to.
Hey, Johnny, I'm almost this is almost a swipe for me. It's not. I'm gonna swipe with discipline. We're gonna swipe left because she doesn't have a bio here, and I don't like that. This is her opportunity to showcase herself and present the best version of herself. She did put a little bit of effort in the profile. It's not just all camera roll pictures, but I
Yeah,
like the
it's kind of like
reading
a it's
part. I
it's kind
like
of
the
like a
book.
half-assed book report on an otherwise really good book.
Yeah, I like she's a Browns fan. I like that she could rock some heels.
At least she doesn't like the
Kind of
Ravens.
cute. I'm telling you, I like her, but I don't think it's enough. I'm gonna
Yeah.
swipe left on this one. Hey, shout out to her though.
Bless that bitch.
Hope she found what she's looking for. Blessings on Johnny. Almost happy, boo. All right, let me check the next one, Johnny.
All right, what we got? By the way, in the comments, what's the quickest you ever noped out on a date and why?
All right, Johnny, let's check out Michelle here tonight. We got Michelle, 38, about Michelle. She says, I'm from Alaska, so
Ooh, okay.
catch me outside. Laugh emoji. I have a huge heart and I wear it on my sleeve. I really try to focus on the present and I enjoy each and every moment for the beautiful gift it is.
Bless that bitch.
All right.
Says she drinks socially. I like that, Johnny, because I try to stay in the present also and be grateful for it and not be tied to things that happened in my past, not have my mind so far in the future that it's not practical. So I like this. So far, I like this, Johnny. Let's see what else she does. Works out sometimes. I'm going to need her to step her game up, but hey, as long as she'll go to the gym with me, we can work on that. I probably shouldn't admit this, but I still wear my retainer at night.
Seems to be working out for her, though.
All right, there's not much else to the profile. Oh, man. She did fill out the bio. She did fill out a prompt. It's not just a bunch of pictures.
God, I haven't been at college in years.
Now I got a couple matches waiting. So if I do get a match live tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to show the nephews how to initiate contact and the first few things that we should be saying back and forth to these ladies once we do match with them. And by the third or fourth message, you guys are going to see me setting up a date. I'm not sure if this is a drinks date though. It says she drinks socially, but also says she's from Alaska. I have to know a little bit more about her. So, we'll see what happens here. We're going to swipe on this one, Johnny.
I got to tell you, it reminds me to be thankful that I'm not in Alaska right now. My God, dark, cold. Now I'm out.
All right. That's 2 already, Johnny.
All right, man. We got 2. We got 1 more to go. That chick clearly chose the bear. But she's on a dating site, so think about that.
About 2 minutes too late. That'd have been hilarious for the. I would have clipped that and everything if the bear would have been on the screen.
I told you there's a delay on my monitor.
My bad. All right, where are we at?
I almost missed that too.
All right, next up we got, can you see Jennifer?
Well, momentarily. Let's see what we got. All right.
Okay.
Good hair.
No bio.
Ah.
Yeah, her hair's cute.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
have longer hair. I like to wrap the hair up. All right, when my phone dies, I don't know how to function. How old is this woman again?
She's a millennial, but yeah.
40.
But yeah, it's like an early millennial.
Okay, she says, my humble brag is I am a published visual artist.
Very cool.
Instead of drinks, let's cuddle up and watch a movie.
Bruh.
Now, nephews, this happens to me quite a bit. One of the things that I do to kind of gauge how interested in me a woman is, especially one that I meet on Bumble and match with, I'm going to send her a short message. It's going to go something along the lines of you, period, me, period, a drink, period. Let's make this happen. And if they're interested in me, if they're feeling me, they want to meet me for a drink. Now, we'll set up a date. Before that date can even happen, some of these women get so excited and turned on by me, they don't even want to have the date. They're like, hey, can you just come over? We can have a drink at my house. What do you like? I'll go pick up a bottle.
Right
So,
after she's done wringing out those panties. Yep.
yeah, it's so cuddle up and watch a movie. This happens more than you realize,
Yeah.
nephews. And once you start honing your skills, you'll be surprised how easy it is to go from, yeah, just flirting with her to at her crib watching something. But here's the thing, though. I
From
don't want
coffee
you
and
to take
convo
that
to
the wrong
Netflix
way.
and chill.
No, yeah, don't forget the Netflix and chill. If a woman has Netflix on when you go over there, you should pick that remote up and shut the TV off because the act of sex should start within 5 minutes of you arriving there. She should already know what the deal is before you come over. And then if that's what you want to do afterwards, then sit there and cuddle with her and watch a movie, but you don't sit there and watch some Netflix and wait for some pussy crumbs to fall out.
I don't know. I like the background noise though.
I can't hear background noises over these women screaming, John. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, hey, I know a couple women who got like a really good playlist that like they'll put
TV's
on
got great
while we're
sound systems
scratching,
now.
but like, for real. All right, cuddle up and watch a movie. Meh, bro, that's a little much, but hey, I do like women who cosplay. I don't know,
I think
Johnny.
that,
I don't, but
honestly, the next time on Netflix and chill though, I want to get a beanbag chair. Like I haven't sat in a beanbag chair in probably at least 25, 30 years. And I would like to know that number one, they still exist. Number two, you can still have sex in one.
Well, Johnny, here's the thing. You know why you haven't sat in a beanbag chair in 2 decades? Because they're horrible. Because they
Oh,
suck.
no. See, I thought that was one of the great joys of my teen years.
Man. All right, bro. To each their own, but we gotta figure out what we're doing with Jennifer here. She shouldn't get a pretty pass.
No, no. Even if she does have great hair, and she does.
Cuddle up and watch a movie. Like if I ran into her at a bar, I might have a real fun conversation with her. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on this. There's no bio. There's not really enough to make me
Yeah,
want
see,
to.
that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah. The bio thing is what got me. Cute girl though.
Yeah, attractive. But that's not enough for me. And nephews, it shouldn't be enough for you either. You should expect more of these women than just to show up and be pretty. You should expect more of these women than just sex. Sex is the minimum investment a woman can make. If she's not doing more than sex for you, might not be that into you, nephew. You might need to ask your favorite uncles a few questions. I'm just saying, shout out to us.
Or even if she is, but she acts like she's doing you a favor by allowing you to do something that at least presumably you both enjoy.
I can't show this one. There's a kid in it.
Lame.
All right, Johnny, you ready?
Do it.
Next up, we got Denise.
Be nice. Right.
Denise, 28. Johnny, no bio.
Uh,
It does say she's looking for something casual.
That's great, but I
All
mean,
right.
she looks so smart. Why would she not? I don't like that she didn't have anything to write.
Prompt says love to me means building together.
She looks like if that show, A Different World, were to come out nowadays instead of the '90s, like she would be on it.
Well, I like how sophisticated she looks.
Yeah.
However, there's nothing here in her profile that makes me want to have a drink with her.
Yeah, I mean, we're
No
we're we're lacking the
substance,
bio. We're lacking any kind of description. We're lacking any kind of what are you
right?
looking for? Who are you? What do you do? We're not
And
getting a whole lot of
her
that.
her pictures aren't even that good. She could be a really attractive woman, but if she's not putting good pictures up here, she might be single for a while. And
It's
I
the
know what you
angles,
guys
I think.
are thinking.
It's
Like,
the angles for me.
women, you guys think that women are never single, that they have a DM full of guys just waiting in line to date them. But what you don't understand, nephews, is that women get their pick of the guys they don't want.
Exactly.
Guys are
Those are
actually
the ones that are
turned
sitting
on
there
by
talking to themselves on her DMs.
the guys they're actually turned on by, the guys they're actually interested in, they're far and few between. We do
Yeah.
exist, we are out there, but there's not a lot of us. That's why we got this show, so we can help you guys do better with your dating experiences.
I was saying, those of us who do exist are usually busy trying to help the younger men get a clue here.
All right. There's nothing in here that makes me want to meet this woman. We're gonna pass on Denise, nephews. All right, give me a second. I will check out the next one, Johnny.
Right. So in the comments, drop us a comment. What's the best and or worst place you could go on a first date? What do you got?
All right. Oh, Johnny. I appreciate your patience.
Hey, it's all good, brother. We got to get you a third match. Or third swipe, which hopefully be a match.
Yeah, I feel it. All right, here we go. Next up, we got Tara, 34. She says, I have kids, but I'm more than just a mother. I can be an amazing person to be around.
Okay.
Bless that bit.
Quickest way to my heart is honesty.
I would hope so. Tell me sweet little lies and I'll fall for you.
That's all we got from her. We got a little bio. We got one prompt. I don't know, Johnny. Not really feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem kind of bland. I mean, she's not a bad looking girl at all. But there's really not a whole lot that, like, kind of says, hey, here's why you should swipe right on me. I'm not seeing anything that says, hey, here's a good reason. No, I got nothing.
All right.
By the way, guys, it really helps us out if you don't mind. Please, if you're watching this, you're enjoying yourselves, hit that like and subscribe button. We want to try to build up as much of a viewership as we can because, hey, there's a lot of people out there that could use our help. If you know anybody that really should be watching this podcast, be sure to share it with them. Shout out to all of you guys who's tuned into us every week, especially those of you who tune in twice a week. Thank you so much. We both love you. And we're going to continue bringing you the best content we know how to bring.
Johnny is right. We do love you. We do appreciate it. We are here tonight to show you that swiping without standards, nephews, that's why you're exhausted with dating.
Yeah.
Attraction isn't random. You're just not reading the signs. Now, the signs with this one, Johnny, and I'm on the fence about it, but I like what she says about being more than just a mom and that she can be an amazing person to be around. And I'm kind of tempted to swipe on her just to have her prove it. Now, this honesty.
Yeah, I mean, we leave the kids out of it for a few months and let's see what you got. Yeah.
You know what? Let's swipe on it and let's give her a shot here tonight.
All right, we got our 3. Let's do it.
All right, let me check out this next one.
So, goal attained.
All right, Johnny, I got one we can talk about. All right, Johnny, next up we got Sarah. She's 49. About Sarah. If you're MAGA, don't bother.
Oh, God.
Please have verified pics or I can't be sure it's really you. Nephews, women don't test men they respect. They observe them. All right. If you have to convince her, you've already lost. All right. 2 truths and a lie. I like sushi. I like sushi. I dislike sushi. Nephews, when you have a woman whose profile is chaos, you can expect chaos from her.
I'm already feeling a little chaotic. And all we just I've seen like 2 pages of this.
Yeah. MAGA, don't bother. So she's brought political views into it immediately, which I don't like. I stay away from politics, but I have a slightly different opinion than most people. I'm not a Republican. I am not a Democrat. I'm an American, and I really have a lot of problems with the Republicans and the Democrats, and I think most Americans do. We're really just tired of it. But this is not a political show. This is not a show about me. We are here to serve and serve with integrity, nephews. So call in with your questions. I'm lacking on that. Let me get the call-in number up. Apologize for that, nephews, because we will answer your questions in real time. So please call in with them.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I mean, in Sarah's case here, listen, I mean, and the other thing of it too is she just gave a list of things that she won't tolerate. The problem is this, and I hate to say this, but when you're looking at something that is going to be as lopsided as this is, and the kind of thing is she's saying, if you don't think like me, don't swipe this way. Hey, that's fine. If you want a like-minded individual, that's great. I'm just saying that I'm looking at Sarah's profile, and I'm just going to go ahead and say that maybe I don't know what it is that makes her believe that she can make those kinds of demands, that she's in the kind of position to be as strict as she seems to be about what she's looking for. But I'm going to go ahead and say that Sarah is either just now figuring out or is about to figure out that she might want to consider compromising on some things.
Nephews, we don't teach tricks here. We teach self-respect.
Yeah.
And this woman is talking about sushi again in a prompt. This tells me,
and I do love sushi.
Well, this is the kind of woman who's going to want you to treat her to a dinner. This is the kind of woman who's going to up the ante. you're going to ask her to meet you for a drink, and she's going to say, oh, well, I don't do drinks, but I'll meet you for dinner at a sushi bar.
That is not
Or
a counteroffer. That is an upsell.
maybe she's got sushi in here so much because she thinks so little of you. She thinks you're so desperate. She thinks you're so thirsty. She thinks you want her so bad that you'll just offer a sushi date on your own.
I got to be honest with you. After this is over, I just actually might see if there's anybody who delivers sushi in this area because I'm kind of craving sushi now. I hate when the show makes me hungry.
Look, nephews, we say this all the time. You're not unlucky in dating. You're just undisciplined. And when you come across profiles like this, you need to swipe with discipline and get rid of them.
I remember that one episode of that 70s show, and Red Foreman says to Eric, he says, Eric, you're not unlucky. Bad things happen to you because you're a dumbass. Don't be a dumbass. Swipe left on this one. The last one, not.
All right, let me check out Sharice real quick. All right, we can show it, but it's a short one. We got Sharice 40. About Sharice. Down to earth human just stopping by to see what's out there. I'm getting a lot of honesty here, Johnny.
I mean, I'm going to chalk it up as vagary about. I'm going to say it's a little bit of a vagary. I'm not going to say it's company line because it's something that you don't hear a whole lot, but it is a pretty general thing to say. And to be honest with you, it does make me nod my head a little bit because when I was first getting into the online dating thing, excuse me, that's what I was kind of saying too. Down to earth, cool. If that's true, I think that's great. Just stopping to see what's out there. All right, great. So you went shopping and told everybody that you're shopping. But hey, there's more. I'm sure there's more in there. Let's see what we got.
No, that's it.
Oh.
So we got 2 pictures and a bio. There are no prompts.
And the bio basically tells us, hey, I'm just here to look around.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to pass on this one. There's not enough in it. Oh, look, Priscilla's got a Pittsburgh shirt on.
All right.
Let me check her out real quick. We'll go over the profile, sir.
Let's see what we got here.
Hey, bro, she took the time to fill out the profile. Let's check.
I mean, she's a Pittsburgh fan. They go all the way here. Let's go.
Shout out to her. All right. Now, look, before we go.
Hey, Priscilla, I'm glad you filled out your profile on that.
Okay, well, let's just see here. Consistency beats chemistry. So let's see how well she does. Okay, and she's not starting out too well, Johnny. There is no bio.
Oh.
But we have plenty of prompts.
Get out.
All right. She says, my dream is to own a home with enough land to have lots of animals. Hopefully rescue lots of animals in need of homes.
Bruh.
Now, see, I'm going to go ahead and say this is kind of a delicate topic for me because as some of you already know, in the past week, I now have a cat. And now this was not planned. My next door neighbor just passed away. Nobody else is going to take the cat, and I'm not going to send a grown animal to a shelter. So, I mean, look, man, I'm not looking to raise a farm full of animals, but, hey, I understand the love for animals. I understand, all that other stuff, but definitely the rescue thing. Hey, that's a fantastic thing to do. I know several people who do that, and, hey, it's a lot better than the alternative that a lot of these animals would have faced. And, nobody loves animals more than Uncle Bill and me. So yeah, I mean, so far so good.
Yeah. Send me a like if you actually want to spend your life with someone. Aren't here to just date around and have a romantic heart. That's what I need and what I want in a partner. What do you think about that, Johnny?
I mean, she's basically saying, "Hey, I'm dating with intention." Now, see, that might not give us a whole lot of insight as to who she is and what she, is about, but it does tell us why she's here and what she intends on pursuing. So there could be no confusion, when, that third, fourth date comes around and things aren't going the way each person, had projected or expected. She's putting it out there. This is what I'm looking for. This is what, she's filtering out the guys who are either going to be serious or know how to fake it.
Well, okay, what this tells me is that she's not afraid of commitment.
No,
However, she's probably afraid of choosing the wrong guy again.
look, that I'll be afraid of choosing the wrong person. But that's why we all have to have a strong vetting process, and that starts with looking within yourself to develop the program that you are going to not only follow but believe in, and
But
that people that
it,
fit versus people who don't.
Johnny, it's that very first word. Actually, want to spend your life with somebody.
Mm.
Like she is
Yeah,
dealt. She's been through this a few
like
different
not
times.
falsely, not saying you do, but actually do. Yeah, no, definitely.
All right. I'm happiest when I'm surrounded by animals. They bring me joy.
Cool.
Bro,
Bruh,
bro,
bruh,
bro.
bruh.
The dog. Look at the dog. I want to take the dog for a walk.
Get him a Slim Jim.
I like that dog. Johnny, I'm going to swipe on her for the dog.
He's gonna
Yeah,
try to
Johnny, I
weasel the
think
dog
I'm
out of her.
swiping on this one. She don't have a bio, but she went hard on the prompts, and she's really into animals. And
I mean, we did learn a lot about her despite the lack of a bio. And I mean, not necessarily a lot about her, but a lot about her intentions and her reason for being here. And as long as it's not cap, which I mean, that's why we have the conversation. We figure out if it's cap at that point. But as long as it's not cap, yeah, this is a good swipe.
all right, Johnny, I agree too. Let's swipe on Priscilla.
Bless that bitch.
All right, give me a
You
second
say we're
here.
not asking much, ladies. We're just looking for something that gives us an idea of a little bit about who you are and a little bit about what you're looking for. We'll handle the rest.
Exactly. I just want to make sure that I would enjoy my evening with a woman. I don't want to go out with boring ass women just because they're attractive.
No.
I don't want to go out with women who can't manage or mitigate their emotions or are going to crash out and be like, don't piss me off. And, I just don't like that energy at all. All right, let me check out his profile. I seen this profile. All right, Johnny, check this out. I seen this profile earlier. Um, I don't know if I swiped on it or not. I might have been out of swipes the other day when I seen it. Um, Send me a like if you want to grab a drink and compare childhood trauma.
Eh. Joking, that's one thing, but it really could possibly be that she isn't.
Right.
And
My morning
sushi's on
routine
its way,
looks
by the
like
way.
getting screamed at in the face by my dog for his morning walk. Thankfully, he's pretty cute. I am a sucker for a cute dog. My
Well, at
ultimate
least it's a real dog.
My ultimate green flag is someone who is kind to strangers. We're all floating on this rock together. Might as well make the best of it.
So what you're saying is that your kind of person is someone who's not outwardly an asshole most of the time.
Well, you know, I do try to move with compassion in my everyday life, but not
I
everybody.
realize that. I'm just saying that's a very, very vague phrase, you know?
Right. Not everybody deserves that. There is a time and a place for compassion.
Sure.
Um, I don't have a problem being kind to others until others try to use me or take advantage of me. Then I'm done being kind.
Yep.
All right, Johnny. What do you think of this woman?
Well, pretty smile, loves dogs. I didn't see the proximity, but
But I mean, really, the proximity doesn't even matter because if she's into me, she'll drive 40, 50 miles, minutes to meet me. They really will, nephew. When you give them a reason to, they will come from all over.
yep.
I'm on the
You can tell
fence
you can
about
tell when they're going hard for you too. That's the cool thing. Yeah.
I'm on the fence about this one. What's up, chat? Y'all want to give me some guidance here? Because I'm thinking right. But I think I might have already swiped left on her.
And
Maybe
she
she's
lives
pop.
she lives in Cleveland too. I wonder if
Yeah,
she has that accent. You know, like where they the apples on Saturday with their dad.
I doubt it. I have no idea what you're even
No,
talking about. But
it's like I'm telling you, it's a very little dialect they have. They say that in the Ekron too.
what?
Look, here in Pittsburgh, we've got the Yinzer dialect, and it's probably the ugliest I've heard. But I love the people who speak it. Akron and Cleveland, they don't really. They just have a little bit of a, I don't know, a little bit of a different vowel group. I've noticed.
All right. Shannon says swipe right. All right, Shannon, I got you. I'm going to swipe right on her.
Bless that bitch.
All right, Johnny, let me check out Ashley. Oh, wow. She really filled out this profile. Let's check this out, Johnny. We always talk about the women who never take the time to fill out the profiles. This one probably used every character they gave her.
Oh wow,
Ashley, 45. So she's my age. Shout out to everybody born in that. Hey, really, I almost changed my name today, Johnny. I was gonna put 1900. You know, shout out to Rugrat 1900, but bro, I really am from the 1900s, so I can stand on that.
skating rink superstars.
All right, status looking for friends and fun,
Bruh.
going through a divorce,
Bless
Uh
that
oh.
bitch.
taking time to rediscover joy.
And that right there is all you need to know about bitches.
This is the midlife crisis divorce run through. She's going. Yeah, I'm here for it.
You're here for it. I might be too, bro. Nothing heavy, just good energy. Who's
Yep.
got better energy than me, Johnny?
That is, and well, not only that. This is her saying that she wants to go ahead and have a little fun without saying she's gonna just want to have a little fun. But you know, listen. I mean, this is one of those situations where you might be talking to her for a couple of weeks and then you might not hear from her again. These
This-
things happen. This sounds like the kind of situation where she's looking for a little bit of fun. Hey, why not?
Johnny says she's looking for something casual.
Let's do it.
All right. It's always more fun and safer to go out with friends. Mom of three amazing humans. I work from home and need reasons to get out of the house. I doubt that.
Well, yeah. So looking for somebody who's active. Yeah, well, I mean, this is
All right. What I'd really like to find is a great friend at this point. Potential for more in the future, but my life is crazy right now, and I need zero pressure.
so she's either looking for a friend with benefits or a simp. But I'm thinking probably a friend with benefits.
Yeah, exactly, Johnny. Teach me something about anything. I love to learn. I'll get under a car and learn to change my oil if you want to teach me. Oh, just kidding. I don't
Translation:
have
take
time
the
for
lead,
that.
and I'll be biologically attracted to you, and I won't be able to control myself.
Bro, the little glasses and the secretary look here.
Last thing going on. All right.
My ultimate green flag is for a friend, you're not creepy. For more than that, you know, and you know.
So in other words, if I'm not attracted to you, don't make a move on me. But if I am
Well,
attracted to you, you'll know anyway. So
I'm swiping on her, bro. I'm swiping on this one. Johnny, does this make
yeah, what the hell?
5 or does this make 6?
That's 4. That's 4.
bruh,
No, I already hit 4. That last one was 4.
Do we have 4? So it's 5 then. And then
This
yeah,
is
it's 5.
then.
Bless that bitch.
Hey, 5's good.
5
We
is
blanked
great.
before, so 5's good.
All right. Well, Johnny, I got 5 matches. You want to wrap this up tonight, or you want to do 1 or 2 more?
I think with the matches you've got, you better wrap it up, man. You got some coming towards you. So we got 5. I think we definitely hit the goal. We exceeded our goals, and look, that's what we're all about here. So we showed a little bit about what we should be looking for. Now we even showed you a little bit about what you can even see in a profile that doesn't really have a bio. But there is going to have to be a little bit to look into. There's going to have to be something that gives us some insight. If all you got is pretty pictures and no insight, guys, you always swipe left because, again, that's either going to spell trouble or the most likely scenario, nothing.
All right, nephews, remember this. Swiping smarter isn't about winning her. It's about not losing yourself. You don't chase clarity, you require it. You don't compete for attention, you stand on standards. If she's interested, her actions will line up. If they don't, you walk calmly, cleanly, and without resentment. That's not bitterness, that's discipline.
Right.
Go vet, go observe, go build a life so full that dating becomes an addition, not a rescue mission. All right. And look, if tonight hits home, take the lesson with you, not back to her inbox. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, until next time, I just want to say swipe smarter, move with integrity, and nephews, stay dangerous. Now go forth and conquer. John, you got anything you want to say before we wrap up this stream tonight?
Yeah, nephews, between now and the next time I see you, you got a whole ass weekend ahead of you. So make good choices. Remember, no drugs or alcohol, but if you do drink, don't drive. And if you do drive, don't park, because accidents cause people. Good night.